So, do you have a show for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's a show called RWBY, and I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, lay it on me. What's it about? Well, sir, it's about 4 girls attending an academy in order to be trained to hunt monsters. Ooh, very anime. Tell me more. Well, the first character is named RWBY. Ah, title character. Very cool. Well, not really. What? Though her name is RWBY, the show isn't spelled RWBY traditionally. Okay, well, how's it spelled? RWBY. What's the significance? That the names of the 4 main characters spell out the title. So you have a character named Ruby that's on a team that spells out Ruby? Uh-huh. Sounds like nepotism to me. Well, if we have characters that point it out, then it'd be classified as self-aware humor. Alright, well, I see no problem. What else you got? Well, sir, each character represents someone from a fairy tale, folklore, mythology, or history. So what does RWBY represent? Little Red Riding Hood. Wow, wow, wow. Instead of being hunted by monsters, she hunts the monsters with a scythe that turns into a gun. Scythes that turn into guns are tight. Yes, sir, they are. So our next character is named Weiss. What does she do? Well, she's the daughter of a multi-billionaire who specializes in trading dust. What? Well, in this world, dust can be used as a weapon. What? It can be mined and used for magical properties. Oh, so it's not traditional dust. You're just using it because it sounds very fantasy. Sure, let's go with that. Okay. So Weiss has a sword that uses dust for various purposes, but she mainly uses it for ice magic. Ooh, so like Elsa. Who? What year is this? It's 2012. So like Snow White then. Exactly. So our next character is named Blake, and she's a faunus. Sounds exotic. What's that? A half human, half creature. So what's Blake then? Half human and half cat. No problems here. Well, not for you, but in the world of RWBY, faunuses face oppression and racism. Oh my god. And she used to be part of an extremist group that she left because they started killing people. Oh my god. So she spends a good majority of the season hiding her ears because she doesn't want to be seen as a monster. But she's beautiful. Extremely, sir. But she doesn't want to be seen as a beast. I think you're getting somewhere. So she's a combination of Belle and the Beast. You got it. Well. Anyway, to finish off the title, our last character is named Yang. What does she have? Golden hair. So Goldilocks? Yep. Fantastic. So she's a fighting character, so she likes to punch things. Ooh. And the more you hit her back, the more powerful she gets. Ah. And she's also the most top-heavy of the cast. Wow, I am very turned on. She's 17 at this point. Wow, I'll be very turned on in a year. And I haven't even gone to the side characters. How many characters you got? A whole lot. Oh, okay. So there's Ozpin, who's pretty much the Wizard of Oz. Uh-huh. Glinda Goodwinch, who's pretty much Glinda the Good Witch. Saw that coming. And then there's Team Juniper. Excuse me. They'll be friends with Team RWBY. Okay, well, I'm in it now. Who's Team Juniper? Well, there's a guy named Jean, who's Joan of Arc. Wait a minute, Jean? A girl named Nora Valkyrie, who's Thor. Here are Nikos, who's inspired by Achilles. And Ren, who's Mulan. Aren't the characters in their respective stories their opposite gender? Yes, sir, they are, but they also disguise themselves as the opposite gender, so I thought we'd be clever about it. Wait, so Thor actually disguised himself as a woman at one point? He sure did. Wow. So what's this show about? Excuse me? Well, you're telling me a lot about the characters, and there are a lot of them. I'm not even finished yet. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. But I was just wondering what the story is. I don't know. You're kidding, right? I sure am. In fact, there is a story, but I'm just using Volume 1 as a setup. Oh, really? Yes, sir. I'm using Volume 1 as a slice-of-life adventure. Oh. And I want to put in a lot of comedy. Oh, so it's an action fantasy comedy series. For the time being. With some racism thrown in. Don't worry, we'll take that bit seriously. Good, you had me worried there. You want to hear about the other characters? Strange segue, but okay. Well, we have a girl named Penny, who's actually a robot, so she's inspired by Pinocchio. Oh, that sounds cool. And we have a faunus named Sun, who has a tail of a monkey. Ah, Journey to the West reference. That's all I can tell you right now, but trust me, there will be more. Looking forward to it. So what do you think? Honestly, it sounds very ambitious. It sure does. Especially for our first volume. Yeah. And balancing things like character development and social commentary while sprinkling in story can't be easy. It sure won't. I do have one question though. What's that? Well, with all these characters and it taking place in a school, I'm wondering how we're gonna handle all the unimportant people in the background. Actually, sir, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really?